Hi, this is Sweet Jim. How's everybody doing today? Coming back at you today is Friday, March the 19th, 2021. It's a Friday. Hoping everybody is having a blessed Friday. Um, I want to talk about um, black women and obesity. Now, I did this topic back in 2017. I think I did this topic. But I think it's a topic that's worth revisiting, because it's um now disclaimer, I'm not um this video is not bashing black women. I'm just stating the facts. You know, um I don't do that on my channel. I don't bash people. That's not what my channel's about. But if you guys watch any of you watch me on a regular basis, I believe in keeping it 100. So I gotta keep it 100, and I have to be honest. And I'm in the process of getting back on track with my um, diet, exercise. I'm trying to get back on track because I got off track as far as my diet, and I've gained back. I lost some weight back in 2017. I lost a good portion of my weight. A good. I lost about 42 pounds, and I've gained a lot of the weight back because I'm like right now I'm in the process. I have issues going on with my back and legs. Um, so it's a challenge for me to exercise, but it's a situation to where I have to push myself. I have to push myself to do something. Um, so I'm back. I'm trying to get back on track, and I got off track on. Guys. I got to keep it 100 with you. I got off track with my eating, because um, the diet, what I was doing before, when I was cutting my carbs and stuff, it worked, and I lost a good amount of weight. But then I plateaued, and it got to the point to where what I was doing wasn't working anymore. You know, and so my weight was like stagnant, and I wasn't losing the weight anymore. And then I started gaining the weight back. So they say that that's common, that typically happens. Um, and then fell off the wagon, and I started developing some of my old habits. My main problem is sugar, uh, sweets. I love chocolate. I love sweets. That's my main problem right there. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you struggle with as far as your diet. Some people it's bread. Some people it's potatoes. Some people it's meat. Some people it's everything. Some people like a lot of carb. I like carbs too. Um, but my main thing is sweets. That's my main problem is sweets. And so I had some issues. I had a history of pre-diabetes, and I have to watch it. So I was kind of still watching my sugars, but I was still going eating. Um, and I love chocolate. I love chocolate. If chocolate was a drug and they made it illegal, oh, I'll be sitting in jail. I'll be trying to find me a chocolate dealer. I mean, I just it's crazy. Um, and that's my main problem. I love sweets. I just can't stop craving sweets. So I try to eat them in moderation. I try to, you know, not go overboard. So I don't feel like I'm depriving myself. Um, and I have some other favorite foods that I like to eat. I mean, sometimes I'll be honest. Sometimes I just want to eat. I just want to eat. You know, I don't want to worry, think about my weight, and I just want to eat. You know, just I want to eat. Now I don't. I'm not. I don't eat like the people on 600 Pound Life. I don't eat a whole pizza in one setting, and I don't eat like that. I can't. My stomach won't let me eat like that. But I just want to eat what I want to eat without gaining weight. Of course, we all want that, right? But that is not reality. That's not the way my body works, and it's not reality. And it's not the way my body works. Now, some people body work like that, but my body don't work like that. My body says you got to cut them carbs and them fats and them sugars. That's what my body says. Our bodies talk to us, and my body tells me, in order for me to do what I'm supposed to do, you gotta. These are things that you gotta cut back on. And of course, everybody need to exercise. So, with that being said, I want to talk about black women and obesity. Um, Not attacking black women. I'm not bashing black women. I know that a lot of black men, male YouTubers on here, they like to throw that in black women's face and use it to bash black women. Um, they like to throw that in our face a lot and say, oh, yo, you guys' obesity rates are high. I was looking at a YouTuber on here. I forgot what her name was. And I was looking at her video yesterday, and she pulled up this is something from the Centers of Disease Control. I mean, she really, really broke it down. I mean, they really broke it down to where they even know which races do more weightlifting and all that kind of stuff. But I'm gonna come on here and I wrote a whole nother I got a whole nother list dedicated to health topics. So I'm gonna be doing a series of videos where I'm gonna be talking about health topics. I'm gonna be doing a bunch of videos like that. And I've done a whole list, and that's what I'm gonna talk about. But like I said, I did do this topic back in 2017. I'm gonna revisit, and that's some videos I'm gonna talk about catered to black women, but I'm not bashing. Just love my sisters. I want us to be successful and be healthy, and you know. So when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me too. I'm not just talking to you. I'm talking to me too, because I'm a black woman. But statistically, statistics is not an exact science, but it does kind of give you an idea of you know what numbers are. Numbers can be manipulated because I took a statistics class. Numbers can be manipulated one way or the other, so it's not an exact science, but it kind of gives you an idea of what percentage of the percentage of something. So it says that black women have allegedly statistically says that black women have a high obesity rate, and our obesity rates have been high for quite some time. I personally hate to be I don't want to be in anybody's statistic. So I really hate to be a part of that statistic. I'm going to work really hard to try to get out of that statistic, that particular statistic, because I really hate being part of that statistic. But unfortunately, right now, I'm a part of that statistic. The Unfortunately, and a lot of black women are, and I think a lot of it is due to um, the way black women think, the way black women are socialized, and the way we think. We have the tendency to think that, well, I don't think that way no more, but a lot of black women have the tendency to think that, well, I'm thick and I'm cute. Black women are a little bit more confident with their bodies than other races of women. on the average, and a lot of black women confuse being thick with obesity because there's a difference between being thick and obese. But I'm gonna do that's a whole nother video topic, and it's kind of like it has a lot to do with black women's mindset and how black women think, thinking, not really knowing that there's a line between being thick and being obese, to where it's starting to be detrimental to your health. Um, I've seen a lot of heavy people because of the pandemic. Because of the pandemic, a lot of people gain weight. I've been seeing a lot of heavy people of all races walking around because the people had to stay in because of the pandemic over the past year. So a lot of people have picked up weight. A lot of people are heavy right now, but right now I'm talking about black women in particular because our obesity rates um, are higher, and it was higher before the pandemic. So it is a problem. It's a major problem. A lot of they say we have a higher rate of heart disease, strokes, diabetes. Um, I know just by my own personal experience that now that I picked up the weight back, I'm noticing that my back pain has gotten worse. You know, now when I worked on this last job, that didn't help the situation. But my weight also plays a factor. I got to keep it 100 to be honest. My weight does play a factor in that because when I lost the 42 pounds, um, because I have a little bit of degenerative arthritis in my lower back, the back issue is going to always be there, but it was better and I was able to function better. See, that's why I was able to actually go and get a full time job because I was able to function better because I didn't have all that weight on me. So just going by my own personal experiences, knowing that certain issues that I have with my health gets worse with weight gain. See, the weight makes it worse, for exception of the carpal tunnel in my hands. I don't think that has anything to do with weight. Um, but most of the things that I got going on, weight does play a huge factor in it. So I know that with knowing that, and I know when I lost the weight, I was feeling better. So with having that knowledge and knowing that, I know that I know that I need to watch what I eat healthy, exercise more. I've always exercised, but it's more of a challenge for me now because of what's going on with me. Um, Exercise more, cut back on the carbs, sugars, fats, eat healthier to get the weight off, particularly as we get older. As we get older, we really got to take better care of our bodies. And black women, we have to get out of the mindset that I'm thick, so I'm cute because I'm thick. Because really, a lot of times, it's not thickness, it's obesity. And obesity is killing us. Doctor called me like a week before last, said, well, we a little concerned because your blood pressure, I've never had problems with blood pressure. Your blood pressure is not high, it's not high to a dangerous level, but it's higher than normal. It's higher than what it's supposed to be. So they said that we want to get some tests ran on that, on top of the other uh, things I have to, do. So, and it's because of my weight. It's because of my weight. And so I know that I have to start exercising more, start cutting those sugars, those carbs, eating healthier. I love healthy food. I like the bad stuff too, but I love healthy food. I don't have a problem with eating healthy food. So I know what I need to do to get to a place to where my body is functioning so I can work on somebody's job. I don't get on somebody's job and 6 months in, I'm like, oh Lord, I'm ready to quit because I can't do it because, you know, I'm I'm too heavy. And it's intensifying my health problems. And so that's what black women are dealing with. We're dealing with high rates of heart disease, diabetes, strokes. And it's because we are obese. And there is black women that exercise. I did a video talking about that. It's a ridiculous stereotype. Lots of black women exercise. But they try to say none of us exercise. No, lots of black women do exercise. However, there is a large percentage of black women that don't exercise. They don't exercise. And that is a problem. The soul food, because I know a lot of black people was raised on soul food. I was raised on soul food. I was raised with eating chitlins. Of course, we didn't eat chitlins all the time, mainly on a holiday, around the holidays, but I was raised with, chitlins, neck bones, greens. Greens is healthy though. Um, the typical, you know, uh, fried chicken, the typical soul food meals, you know. Um, a lot of black people were raised on soul food. Now you can cook healthy versions of all those things. You can cook healthier versions of it. But it's a lot of our diet does play a factor. Eating all the high fattening foods, the soul food, um, which have, carbs, all the sugars, the carbs, the fats. We have to turn it around. We have to turn it around. And I know I have a big issue with portion control. Mm-hmm. I don't know about you guys, but I have a huge issue with portion control. I've been having some issues with portion control. And when I was going to the dietitian a few years ago, she was telling me that, you got to watch your portions. Because sometimes it's not what you eat, it's how much of it you eat. So I struggle with that. I have to watch my portions and cut back on the portions. So you have to do portion control, cut back on your portions. It's okay to eat a little mac and cheese, but make it a small amount. And black women are eating too much fatty foods and not exercising enough. Not all black women, but a large percentage of black women, and it's killing us. And then we're saying, I was watching a sister here on YouTube, I forget her name. Um, she real heavy. She real heavy, and she's a beautiful lady. She has a beautiful face, but she heavy. She's obese. And it doesn't look like she's trying to work. I've only watched like 3 of her videos, but it doesn't look like she's trying to work on getting the weight off. It's like this mentality, I'm cute, you know, and she's quite obese. I'm not trying to talk about her, but she's obese. So it's okay to be confident in the skin that you're in. It's okay to feel beautiful no matter what size you are. I'm not saying that's not okay. But we have to be at a healthy weight. You can feel beautiful even at the weight you are, but the reality is that we need to be at a healthy weight. We need to get down to a healthy weight, so we don't have to worry about heart disease, strokes, and diabetes, arthritis, back problems, knees going out on us because we're too heavy. We have to change our lifestyle. We have to change our eating habits. And it has to be a lifestyle change, not a diet. It has to be a lifestyle change. You got to develop some healthy eating habits. And these eating habits have to be developed for life. This is something that we have to incorporate in our daily lives. that we have to do every single day of our lives. Not saying you can't have. I know this lady that I was looking at. She was talking about a cheat meal, not doing cheat days, but cheat meals. Don't do a whole cheat day, but you can do a cheat meal. You can have some of the things that you want to eat, but moderation. Moderation is the key. We have to learn to moderate what we're eating. Instead of having a big old huge bowl of ice cream, break it down to a cup. See, and I was eating ice cream, every day, every other day. I said, with June, you got to break that down to once or twice, no more than once or twice a week for the ice cream. Because I love ice cream. So I have to break it down. I have to cut it down. And when I do eat it, I can't go overboard. You feel me? So you can have some of the things that you want to have, but it has to be done in moderation. And we have to get out of this mindset that I'm thick, I'm thick, I'm all right because I'm thick. No, you're 9 times out of 10, you're obese. We're obese. Not saying you're not still beautiful, but you're obese and you're at an unhealthy place. And particularly us black women that are getting older, I'm getting older. And as we get older, we really got to monitor. We really got to take care of ourselves. We got to take better care of ourselves as we get older. But I tell the young ladies, develop healthy habits. I was telling my son this too. Develop healthy eating habits now. And then that way, by the time you get to my age, you're not going to have all these issues. See, and you'll be used to it. Start developing healthy eating habits now. And I tell my youngest son that too because even though he's skinny, he's skinny for the most part. But as the years come, that weight gonna start picking up because I don't know how he does it. That boy eats all kind of bad foods, and, See, now his metabolism is at its best, and I keep telling him develop healthy eating habits now. That way, by the time you get to be my age, you won't be struggling to turn it around. You'll be used to it. See, and you'll be healthier. So that's what I tell the young folks. But us older folks, we gotta turn it around because if you don't turn it around, a lot of black people die sooner prematurely. They do die sooner than what they supposed to. Black people dying in their 40s and 50s. We shouldn't be dying in our 40s and 50s. Black people shouldn't be dying in their 40s and 50s. It's because of our diet. A lot of it is because of there's other factors in there too, some drugs and alcohol, but a lot of it has to do with our diet. I ain't never had no drug problem. I ain't never had no alcohol problem, so that's not the issue for me. It's diet. My metabolism is very low. I have a thyroid issue, so I have some health issues that slow down my metabolism. But knowing that I really got to crack down on the carbs and stuff and making sure that I'm exercising and stuff on a regular basis. Because I know that's what I'm working against. So we got to do better, black women. When I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me too. We got to do better. I don't know about you guys, but I don't want to be a part of that statistic. I was thinking about that a couple of weeks ago. I hate to be in that statistic, that obese statistic, because we walk in stereotypes. I said I hate to be a part of that statistic. And the black men don't hear that like to bash black women. They like to throw it up in our face. But they do it. They don't do it in a loving way. They do it in a bashing way. To berate us, to talk about us and put us down. But I'm doing it in a loving way. We got to do better. Then that way we get those obesity numbers down. Then that way they can't throw that up in our face. Mm-hmm. They can't. They got to leave that alone. Once we get them numbers down, as a whole, if we get them numbers down, okay, well, just throw something else up in our face because you can't throw that up that up in our face no more. But we got to do better, sisters. We got to do better. We got to change our mindset. And a lot of times the weight loss starts up here. We have to change our mindset and the way we think. Because I had to get out of that my friend in California, he's like a brother to me. He's brutally honest. Brutally honest. See, stop saying you thick, you fat. I mean, he will lay it on the line, you know. He said you black women need to get out of that. Stop saying y'all thick, y'all fat. I was like, okay, I know I can count on you to tell me the truth. So, we got to get past that. We got to get out of that mentality because that's thickness is not really thickness, it's obesity. And we got to turn it around. We have to get out of that mindset because it's not sexy being in the hospital. It's not sexy going to the doctors and getting MRIs done and uh, you know, having arthritis in the back and the knees. Because I don't walk good. When my back is hurting, I don't walk good. I don't walk good. I said, now what man gonna want a woman walking all broke down and stuff? He gonna be looking at me like look how she walking. You know what I'm saying? I don't walk good. When my back is hurting and my legs is hurting, I don't walk good. When I lost the 42 pounds, I was more confident. I was walking better, my posture was better. That it makes a difference. That makes a difference. But now it's like because I'm having more back issues. I'm walking a little broke down and leg issues. I'm walking a little broke down. And I'm just being honest. Man gonna look at me like, look how she walking. What's wrong with her? It's not gonna be attractive. I'm just being honest. Not that I'm not looking anyway, but he's not gonna find it attractive. So and if you're really heavy, you got the weight, you walking all broke down, they're gonna be looking at you like, "Nuh-uh." You know what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it 100. You know, that's how they think. That's how they think. That's the mindset. So we got to turn it. That stuff is not sexy. Heart disease, strokes, diabetes. That stuff is not sexy, ladies. It's not cute. It's not cute and it's not sexy. Me having to go get MRIs, I'm scheduled for an MRI and all that. That ain't sexy. That ain't cute. It's not cute. It ain't cute at all. So I gotta turn it around. I have to, they talking about possible surgery. I ain't trying to get surgery done on my back. I've heard too many horror stories. Doctors cutting on people's back and it made it worse. I'm trying to get around that. And getting around it is losing weight. That's getting around it. I already know. I know what I need to do. It's just a matter of doing it. Yeah, I know what I need to do. I know everything that I need am supposed to be doing. It's just a matter of doing it. So if we know better, we need to do better. And it depends on how you value. If you care about your life and you want to live long, I want to stick around for a few more years. I got some things on my bucket list that I like to check off. I mean, I don't have to check off everything on the bucket list, but there's a few things I like to check off on the list. I like to live long enough to check off some of those things on my bucket list, you know, but we're not going to make it. You're not going to make it into your 50s and into your 60s if you keep eating the bad stuff. You keep gaining weight. The reality is you're not going to make it. We're not going to make it. I like to see my grandchildren grow up because my son's or my grandson's other grandmother passed away a year ago. She was younger than me. She passed away. She was younger than me. My grandson's other grandmother, his mother's mother, passed away. Was only in her 40s. She passed away. It was really sad. I don't want to really go into talking about all that because I don't want her to think that I'm talking about her mother. So I want to be respectful in that aspect. But yeah, but we lost her. We lost her. Yeah. And so that was a wake up call for me because I was like, oh my gosh, she was younger than me. That could have been me. So we got to turn it around. And there's people that I went to school with, and that's no longer here. When you people around your age and you still young, and then people around your age is passing away or younger is passing away, it's like a wake up call. You start thinking about your own mortality, and it's a wake up call. And I'll be like, that could have been me. Now some things like cancer, sometimes life is not guaranteed. There's people that are totally healthy and doing all the right things and they still get cancer. Cancer is something that everybody can get no matter what. But things that, the aging process is going to take place no matter what. So certain things are going to happen to your body regardless because you're getting older. However, you can slow it down. You're not going to stop the aging process, but you can slow it down. And slowing it down is getting your weight down to where it should be or close to it, developing healthy exercising habits, developing healthy eating habits, and cut out a lot of the bad foods. And that's what we got to do, black women, and get out of this I'm thick and cute mindset. Because that thick and cute mindset is killing us. It's killing us. I don't know about you, but I want to be healthy and cute. I want to be healthy and cute. Because being healthy and cute that's what makes you cute. Being healthy is what makes you cute. Okay, if you're new to my channel, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, the like button, and the share button. Hit me up in the comment section. Let me know what you think. If you are practicing a healthy lifestyle, throw me some tips out there. I'm always open for suggestions. um, Let me know. Hit me up. Like, subscribe, and share. Hit the notification bell. And until the next video, peace and love. This is Sweet J.